If you've been feeling any way about being rejected recently, I want you to let go of that mindset. This is something you can really apply to your life. Some people might watch my videos like this right now and be like, I don't like this girl. But I'm also okay with that because I know that there are also other people that will get it. They will love this, and I will not let that stop me because everyone reacts differently. What one person might find very cringe and they don't like, or they don't like your energy, or maybe they don't like you like that, they don't want to be with you, another person will love you. Welcome to Waves Unleashed, and I'm about to unleash some waves on you. Hello my angels. Okay, today I want to talk about rejection because let me tell you something. In this life, a lot of us think that we need to stay away from rejection. We need to keep ourselves safe so that we never get rejected, because that's going to make you feel insecure and not good about yourself. And why would you want to put yourself in situations that make you feel rejected? I completely understand this thinking, but this is backwards thinking, and it's actually opposite to what you need to be thinking in this life. What we need to be thinking is that we need to get rejected. I want to get rejected. I want to put myself in situations where I might get rejected. And this might sound crazy, but let me tell you something. This will change your confidence so much. You can go from being insecure and needing external validation from others to actually being self-assured and putting yourself in situations where, you know what, I might get rejected, but that's not going to affect me in the long run. That's just going to make me stronger. That's going to make me more resilient. It's going to make me keep trying. And we're going to get into it in this video. So I have made notes. As always, you know me, I come prepared on this channel. And if you don't know, then you need to get to know and subscribe to this channel because I'm all about helping you become the best version of yourself. I used to be lazy. I used to be insecure. I used to not put in effort, and I would never have made a channel like this. And I would have been too scared that I would get rejected to put myself online like this. But now I'm the complete opposite of that, which shows you that you can do it too. This is not just an idea in a book. This is not just something you hear about from someone and you say, oh, okay, like that sounds good. This is something you can really apply to your life, and I'm going to show you exactly how with just a few steps. So if you want to go from being insecure and lazy to confident and wavy, then you need to subscribe to this pagey. Okay, I'm never gonna say that again, I'm so sorry. This page. Stay with me now. Stay with me before I lose you. Okay, the first thing I'm gonna say to you right now, if you do not get rejected in this life, I'm so sorry, but you're not trying. You are not trying. Those who do not fail or get rejected, they are just simply not trying. And this applies to everything. This applies to relationships. Think about it. How many dates do you need to go on? Some people get lucky straight away, but a lot of us, we have to go through a couple frogs to find our prince. In the same way, you have to kind of get rejected, or maybe when you were younger you went through some phases where you liked a boy or a girl and you got rejected, but then you find the person that you're meant to be with. Maybe you've been rejected recently, but let me tell you something. You got rejected because you were trying. You were wearing your heart on your sleeve. You were putting yourself out there, and that is a good thing. Wouldn't you rather get rejected and actually know, okay, at least I'm trying? Some people, they're so scared they don't even put themselves out there. They will literally block their blessings because they're so scared of getting rejected. But if you've been rejected, I would take that as a win. Take that as a win right now and look at yourself and say, you know what, I'm so proud of myself for putting myself out there. That's not meant for me, because what is meant for you will not pass you by. Remember that. What is meant for you will not pass you by. So if someone has, you know, slipped through your fingers and you're like, oh, I want them back. No, you don't want them back, but you appreciate the fact, we're rhyming, we're always rhyming here. You appreciate the fact that you got a chance to figure out what you don't want. And if you got rejected, it means you're trying. The same with friendships. If you had a friendship group that you were friends with and they rejected you, or you're trying to make friends and you are constantly feeling rejected, it means you're trying. Because me, myself, I make friends a lot. There are some times where I go up to people and I make great friends with them. They get my energy. They get my open energy. But other times I'll go up to people and I'll literally get rejected. But what does this mean? It means I'm trying. And the people that like me will find me because I'm willing to be rejected. But the people that don't like me, that's cool. But at least I was okay with the fact that, yes, I might get rejected, and I'd rather be rejected by you and know that you're not for me. So really tell yourself it's a good thing to be rejected. It means you are trying. If you've been feeling any way about being rejected recently, I want you to let go of that mindset and actually tell yourself, you know what? I'm so proud of myself that I'm putting myself in that situation. And don't you dare become that person that completely avoids every situation that will get you rejected. Like, say you get rejected in a relationship or with friends and now you don't want to date again. No, don't do that, because people are so different in this life. What one person might find very cringe and they don't like, or they don't like your energy, or maybe they don't like you like that, they don't want to be with you, another person will love you. But it means you are trying. So please do not let that go just because you've been rejected. I want to say right now, I'm so proud of you if you've been rejected. That's amazing. Wonderful. You are trying. Okay, so the next point is being prepared for rejection can actually lead to acceptance. Because for example, I speak about this a lot on my channel about how sometimes I might be very anxious, but I'll still go up to people and make an effort to try to create conversations with people, even though there is a chance I might be rejected. And there has been situations where I have been rejected. But the fact that I'm prepared means that sometimes I put myself in amazing situations, all because I was okay with the fact that there may be rejection. So for example, I went up to people recently, I made friends with them, and I just literally sat down with them and I said, hey, can I sit here? We became friends. It turns out they want to make friends as well. We ended up making friends. We went on on nights out, they came to my party. That was because I was okay with being rejected. There's been other situations where I went over to people and I've literally been rejected. Like, people literally look at me and they're like, okay, no, this girl's weird, she's too much. One of my friends, they literally said, she's too much, she's too much. But you know what? Another person I would do that, they'll be like, oh my god, I love her, she's great. But to someone else, you're too much. But let me tell you something, I was prepared for rejection, so I'm not gonna let that affect my confidence. Because in another situation, you might say, oh, I'm too scared to be rejected, and then you won't even do it. So be prepared to be rejected in this life and know that that is a possibility. But understand that every situation is different. One person will deliver you that rejection, another person will completely get you. So you need to be prepared. So what I've said already, you need to tell yourself, I'm trying, that's amazing, don't stop trying, and be prepared for the fact that there is a possibility that you can always get rejected. You might go to a job interview, you might go to an audition, you might go up to a group of people and try to make friends, you might go to someone out in public and say, oh, I like the way you look, you know, I'm interested in you, and you might get rejected in all these situations. But another time that you do those exact same things, you get accepted. That person wants to go on a date with you, they find you very attractive, they like you. Those friends, they completely love you, they want to be friends with you, they're inviting you out. That job, they completely love the energy, they love the way that you presented yourself in that interview and the way that you spoke about your skills. They loved it. That audition, they wanted to hire you straight away. So whatever that may be, or even posting yourself up online, for example, you might want to start speaking to the camera, oh, I'm scared to be rejected. Be prepared that people online may not get you. Some people might watch my videos like this right now and be like, I don't like this girl, I don't like her energy. But I'm also okay with that because I'm prepared for that, because I know that there are also other people that will get it. They will love this. I've literally had people say, oh my gosh, your videos are helping me so much. So I'm prepared for rejection, and I will not let that stop me, because everyone reacts differently. Not everyone is the same. Just because you get rejected by one person, that does not define how everyone else thinks. We have this idea in our head that if we get rejected, you know, in a relationship, oh, I'm unwanted, I'm unworthy, oh, I'm undesirable. No, babe, you could go and meet your Prince Charming who's obsessed with you. And this has happened to me. I literally have been rejected in the past. I have been made to feel insecure and not good about myself, but I still went out, I still talked to people, and I met my boyfriend, and he literally treats me like a princess. He calls me beautiful. He is literally obsessed with me. This man is obsessed with me, and this is because I did not give up. I did not let what other people said to me make me feel like I'm less than, or make me feel like that is the view of everyone in this world, because what one person's view is not actually facts. That's what you need to understand. What one person thinks is not facts. You might think that, you might feel that in the moment, oh, this is defining, this is a defining moment. It's not. It's the way that you choose to view it, which leads me to my last point, which is the key to confidence is the way that you react to rejection. So if you go to a situation like any of these things I've already mentioned in this video and you get rejected, if you react to that very well and you say, oh, okay, that's fine, it's not for me, what's for me won't pass me by, that's not for me, that job is not for me, that person, they're not for me, that's fine, that's okay, I was prepared, I still like myself, then you will keep trying, you will keep putting yourself in situations, and one day, bam, that dream job, that video goes viral, you find your true love, you find your, you know, your soul tribe, the people that you want in your life, your good friends for life, because you were not affected, you did not let that phase you. You kept putting yourself in those situations and honoring the fact that yes, rejection may come, but acceptance can also come. I welcome all of it. I welcome all of it, because if I'm being rejected, at least I'm trying, and if I'm being accepted, I'm flying. Okay, I thought of that at the top of my head, and I just thought, you know what, we're going with this rhyming thing now. Yeah, let's just keep that. But let's look at it from the other side. If you go into these situations and now, you know, you let it really affect you, someone talks to you in a tone and they don't like your vibe in a conversation, or you put yourself out there and someone just looks at you like, oh, this person's weird, or, you know, you get rejected in a relationship, or any of these examples I've mentioned, and you really let that get to you, and you go home and you think, wow, I'm undesirable, I'm unwanted, I'm not skilled enough at the job, why would I even, who would want to hire me, who would want me in this life, who would want to be my friend, and all this stuff, then you are basically saying that you can only get validation from other people accepting you. But there is validation in the rejection. You can find it. You can find it. If you look and you say, okay, I'm being rejected, I'm gonna validate myself by saying, these people are not for me, they don't get it, but I still validate myself. If you're not getting the validation from others and you're not being accepted, you need to give that to yourself. So it really just depends on the way that you react to the situation, because if you choose to follow that validation all the time and you don't get validated in a certain situation and now you feel very, very low, this is where your confidence will go very, very low. But you need to be able to build it up through your reaction to these situations by changing the way that you react. If something doesn't go the way you want, you say, that's fine, it's not for me. So for example, I went to a job interview. They wanted people to be very confident. They said that they made it very clear they wanted confidence. So I went in there with my most confident self. On the feedback call afterwards, I didn't get the job, and they basically, in other words, said that I was too confident. I did feel rejected because I know that I showed up as my best self. I showed up confident. The other girls in the room were a bit more quiet, so I felt like I did stand out in terms of, you know, the way I was presenting myself. But maybe to them I came across cocky, maybe I came across too self-assured. So I can be self-aware in that sense, where I can look at it and say, okay, maybe they might view it like that. So it's good to be a bit self-aware when you do get rejected, to look at how you can improve next time. For example, like, say someone does break up with you, if their reasoning for breaking up with you is that you were too needy, too clingy, maybe look inwards as well. Don't always just blame it on other people, but also know when to not just take all the blame so that it completely ruins your self-esteem. Because I'm not going to come away from that situation and have someone say to me, oh, you were basically too confident, when they wanted someone confident for the job, and then now change myself. I know now to look at it like, I think that job is not for me. They wanted someone confident but not too confident, right? And that's okay, that's fine, it's not for them. I'm not meant to work for them. Someone else, another job, they would see me and they would be like, we love her energy, we love the way she holds herself, she's gonna work very well with clients. So it just really depends on the situation. So I will not let that affect me, but I can still be self-aware. So it's good to be self-aware, but it's also good to know that you don't need to take complete blame for a situation. You can also not let it affect your confidence, like in this situation where I was told I was too confident, and I could let that affect me and say, okay, well, I need to dim myself down. No, I don't need to change anything about myself, but I can be self-aware at how that may come across to others. Now, it really depends on the situation. If someone says that you are too nice, don't change yourself. Maybe don't let people walk all over you, but be self-aware enough to know where, okay, maybe I can do things differently. But don't ever appease people. You don't have to appease people. The only person that you're doing these things for is for yourself, so that, you know, you can learn how to, you know, better interact with people. And it's good to be self-aware. It's good to take criticism and understand that sometimes when you're being rejected, you can use it to your advantage. You can propel forward by actually looking within and saying, how could I improve? But then also, do not let that bring down your confidence. Do not let that stop you from trying again. I will still go into another interview and still hold myself in a very confident way. I will not let that change how I am. I might be aware, okay, let's make sure that I don't come across too much by trying to show how confident I am. But then maybe it's not for me. If someone doesn't like it, it's not for me. That's the last point that I wanted to make. The way that you react to things is very, very important. You need to shift your mindset. When you don't get reassurance and you get rejected, do not let that change how you view yourself. You can learn from things, but you do not need to let that change who you are. Who you are is amazing. Not everyone is meant to be for you in this life, but you are also not meant to be for everyone. Do you understand? So if you get rejected, you're not for them, they're not for you. It's a mutual exchange, and you can just say, you know what, I hope you find the people that are for you. I hope I find the people that are for me, because I'm certainly not going to dim myself down or feel the need to completely change myself or stop trying, because one day, because you kept trying and you were open to the fact that you might get rejected in all these situations, one day you are going to get accepted, and it's going to be a beautiful feeling. You're going to get that job, you're going to get that relationship, your dream friends, your dream life, all because you're okay with the fact that you might get rejected. Now, if you want to become a better version of yourself, I post 2 videos a week, and we're all about self-improvement. Go from being an insecure and lazy person to a confident and wavy person. Welcome to Waves Unleashed, and I've just unleashed some waves on you.